Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You're rolling with Bert and Lanny, the DD, the best dividend investors out here on YouTube. All the other creators bring it. We're putting out fire. We're showing dividend stock analyses left and right, cranking out 3 videos at least a week, guys. But we're bringing back a video that we haven't done in a long time, probably at least 1, if not 2 months, Bert. And what type of video is this?
Oh yeah, Lanny, we're talking dividend stock purchases. We're going to tell you what we bought, income added, and the overall yield, Jack.
Wow, guys. So there you have it. We're going to go into our dividend stock purchases, stocks we bought during the week of September 12th through September 16th. But before we do, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Definitely give your favorite broskies over here a nice thumbs up, because we give you guys the truth. We not only spit the numbers, but we show the numbers. We don't just talk about stocks we are going to buy. We show you that we bought them.
And we got the packs to prove it, Lanny.
Oh man, but Bert about to rip. Bert,
Yeah, you're not the only one that has them, Lanny. But everyone, that'll be a video for a different day. When we hit how many subscribers, Lanny, when we'll put out that first pack opening video? What's the challenge?
Let's just get out to 15,000 subscribers, guys. We have 15,000. We'll do a dividend stock analysis plus a little mini Pokemon pack opening, baby.
Love it. All right. So we're going to talk about purchases from the week of September 12th, because we made a lot of moves. We put some cash to work. And to your point, Lanny, we haven't caught people up on a while. So for some of our standard purchases, what you're going to notice from a video a few months ago to this one, prices kind of came down a little bit because the market continues to slide, which is great news for us, great news for other investors. We were amped up and we were ready to go. Lanny, do you mind if I kick this sucker off?
You know, you're going to have to, Bert, because I know you are hot and heavy in the market, definitely very active, buying so many dividend stocks, maybe even selling a stock out of your portfolio. But the market started here and the market kept coming down by the end of last week. Obviously, the week of here, September 19th, is a little bit more of that. But Bert, kick us off here with your first big dividend stock purchase from 9/12 week.
Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol JNJ. Everybody, you know it. I don't need to repeat it. Our weekly Johnson & Johnson purchase, and sadly, Lanny, it may be coming to an end soon. We're less than 10 shares to go each before we hit 100 total shares each of Johnson & Johnson. It's been a fun ride. We'll see how it concludes, though, over the next 7 or 8 weeks. My wife and I each bought 1 share of the healthcare giant. Price $166.22. Each of us added $4.52 of forward dividend income. The yield on this purchase was 2.72% for Johnson & Johnson. So that's how we started our week. Just over $9 of forward dividend income added, just like that. Just another chip shot here for J&J.
Gotta love it when you can add J&J, the Dividend King, one of the best dividend stocks to buy in your portfolio at over 2.7%. Nice job, my man.
Yeah. So, Lanny, how did you kick off the week? Enough about me.
Well, we're gonna get back. We're gonna rewind the tapes. We're gonna bring it back on the table, guys. We all know I do consistent dividend stock purchases into ETFs. My wife and I have our weekly ETF that we buy. We're now going on over 2 years and 2 months strong here, guys. It's pretty amazing. We each actually bought 3 shares. Historically, we were doing 3 in my portfolio over the last few months and only 2. But we each bought 3 shares of Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF. Ticker symbol is VYM, guys. Unfortunately, we bought them on Monday, 9/12, like we always do. It was $107 per share then. It's $101 and some change right now, down about 5%. But don't worry, you know we've been buying this week as well. We're talking about last week. So we each added 6 total shares, about $640, $2.60 in total contributions. Added a little over $19 in forward dividend income at a yield of about 3%.
Man, Lanny, love the consistency. Love that you both are now adding 3 shares. It's funny. That's the beauty of this strategy. You didn't fret. You didn't get mad. You didn't get pissed that you bought it at 107. You're like, even better, I'm going to get it lower next week. And that's what's so cool about this consistency strategy.
Keep buying. And then the last one, as you guys know, I've been buying Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF VOO, doing $60 per day. So if you guys automatically in the morning, boom, it triggers, it's just like clockwork, 9:30, it's done. The key part here is that as the market was coming down, I chipped in an extra $100 as well. So we did about 400, total into VOO, added 1.0987 shares, added roughly $6.10 at a yield of 1.52%.
All right, Lanny. So really fast, just answer a question we usually get in the comment section for the community. What brokerage do you use that allows you to set up automatic daily purchases for VOO?
Guys, I'm all on that SoFi app. I've been experimenting with them and love their products. So I'm able to add up automatic daily, any frequency type of trade, really. So I do a automatic trade every single day for a fixed dollar amount, buying partial shares.
There you have it. Something you want to check out, Lanny. Why don't you just throw that link down there below for this video for anyone that wants to try building their own automated strategy.
That link will be in the description, guys. Appreciate any support there. You'll get some free stock. I might get some free stock. Who knows? Let's get free stock together.
You'll get some free Coca-Cola. You'll get a cappuccino with Lanny. All of the great. All right. So I'll move.
You were busy. You were very busy though this week. So we just touched on your J&J, but man, you've got a list full here.
I do. So I'm going to whip together the last purchases in my portfolio here for the week. We moved to this tech sector. The first one is the leading contender for the stock right now that I may replace Johnson & Johnson with the weekly purchase. Not sure yet, haven't decided, so we're not jumping to conclusions yet. They're around the same share price, so I'm investing the same amount. The yield's a little higher. It's a position we started building after we ran an analysis on this website. Been talking about them via Twitter over the last few weeks. They've been on my watch list. You guessed it. That company is Texas Instruments, ticker symbol TX, and the almost dividend aristocrat that just announced a 8% dividend increase, Lanny, which a little bit below their double dividend average, but compared to what some other companies have been doing in Q3, it's great. Love the
sweet.
Yeah, so we bought them twice that last week, once at the beginning of the week and once when it fell towards the end of the week. First one, I grabbed him at 165.32. That second time, 162.05. In total, each purchase added $4.96 individually after that dividend increase. So we almost grabbed $10 of new dividend income from adding those two shares combined. And the yield for Texas Instruments is now hovering around 3%, which is phenomenal for the tech sector, if you ask me.
Wow. I mean, you're buying a high quality company that's usually not trading at these levels, Bert. Nope. I think your future self, your current self and future self are going to be very excited about this.
You're right. And then I mentioned there were other companies in the tech sector. Another company on our watch list. It's a company we've been adding to periodically over the last 8 months or so. Every time this stock price gets in the 120s to low 130s range, my wife and I are always nibbling on this one. The company is Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. I've been building a position. I identified it as a position I want to continue to grow. I want to at least get to 20 plus shares in this company. I'm on my way. I'm at, I think, 11 or 12 right now of Qualcomm after this purchase. We grabbed 2 shares towards the end of the week at $123.49, investing nearly $250 in Qualcomm. It was $246.98 to be exact. This purchase added $6 to our forward income with a yield of 2.43%. So between Texas Instruments and Qualcomm, from the tech sector, I added $15.92 of forward income during the week.
2 beasts, man, right there. I mean, you definitely deployed a pretty even amount of capital right there. Wow, great.
Yeah. So we're gonna take, hey Lanny, we're just gonna take a little Jacoby Brissett here from the Brownies, throw it over your way. We'll see what happens. Hopefully you don't blow it in the last minute and a half here.
Guys, if you're a Browns fans, let us know how you felt about Sunday or not.
Lanny's looks at it all. That's how we feel. I'm just joking to cope with what we witnessed there at the end of that one.
All right, guys. Well, either which way, let's go into the next round of stock purchases. I'll combine 3 smaller purchases I made throughout the week. The first one, Intel, bought them on the 13th, a Tuesday, at $30.03. That was a 4.86% yield at $1.46. Then I bought Paramount. Yes, I bought Paramount Global, guys. Ticker symbol PARA. One share at $21.44. And they were yielding about 4.48%. I'm pretty sure I said if they crack below 22, I'm going to buy a share. And I put my money where my mouth is right there, guys. And actually, they're up about 5.5% since that stock price back on Wednesday, the 14th. Then, I bought one stock on Tuesday. I bought a stock on Wednesday. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy a stock on, let me buy one on Thursday. Bought National Grid, ticker symbol NGG, one share at $60, about 5.7-ish%, adding about $3.44. So between those three stocks, doled out about $110, $111 in total price or in total cost, and added, if I, sum it all up here, a little under $6 in forward dividends. So not too bad.
Hey, take it easy over there, Lanny, with your purchases. Hey, you got to take it easy. Take it easy.
So I just went over 3 stock purchases. Now, Bert, I think you're about to dive into a stock sell plus, I don't know, a big stock purchase as well.
And we talked about this, so this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Put the link to the video up there, Lanny. I talked about how I'm moving and making some moves in my wife's portfolio, selling Delta, capturing that loss, and then also going to sell Cardinal Health and reinvest the funds. I laid out 3 options for which I was going to invest it. I kicked that process off. We sold Delta to start the week at $33 per share. So that full position liquidated for $838. So guess what, Laney? How much dividend income did we lose from that sale?
Well, we won't talk about the dividend you lost when they cut it, but 0.
Yeah, we didn't forfeit any. Yeah, they didn't have a dividend. It's gone. Forget about it, as you would like to say. So what did we do? I mentioned that there were 3 options of where I was going to invest the money. I picked option 2, LyondellBasell, ticker symbol LYB. I started that week, so I sold it on Monday. My first tranche of investment in LYB was on Tuesday at $81.56 per share. I bought 6 shares, adding $489.36. So the dividend income added from that first tranche, $28.56.
But you weren't done there. You said first tranche. You must have done a second tranche.
Yeah, I still had some funds left over, so I just rounded up to 1 more share. I actually added, I think, $30 more in there if from what was there, because I wanted to buy 1 more full share. In total, we added 5 more shares of LyondellBasell at the end of the week when the price fell to a cold $76.09. That price dropped over $5.50 per share. That purchase, Lanny, added $23.80. The yield on the second purchase was 6.26%. The first one was 5.84%.
So sold out about $840. You took that 840, added about another 30 to 40, and then you bought 11 shares of LYB and literally added over $52 in forward dividend income.
That's right. That's the move. I talked about it. I was pretty psyched up. I was pretty excited, happy to get that going. And I can't wait to do the second part, sell Cardinal Health, move the rest of it to LYB, and then continue adding 1 or 2 shares here and there. And Lanny, speaking of adding 1 or 2 shares, I think that's an excellent segue back to you.
Man, oh man, put me back on the hot seat, back talking about dividend stock purchases, guys. So the last round out of my shares, I bought 2 more stocks, 1 share each, simply because I thought price was, pretty solid at these points. But you could have bought them a little bit lower, still can buy them a little bit lower. Bought 1 share of 3M, figured why not at $118.97. Added $5.96 at a yield of 5.01%. Bought 1 more share of the large asset management firm, TROW Price. Check out the video. Bert was talking about BlackRock and TROW together. Bought 1 share of TROW, the dividend aristocrat, at $112.75. $4.80 in forward income added at a yield of 4.26%. Both stocks are trading lower. but combined right there was about $230, and I added a little over $10 in forward income.
Boom. Love them. Love the two companies. I own them both. Couldn't be happier with the purchase to see you adding. 3 at a 5% yield is wild. I know they're working through the issues, but just nice job scooping them up there. I'll finish this off, Lanny. I'm going to kind of rapid fire this here, everybody, because I also talked about in that selling video about an option 3 from there. It was to add a bucket of my wife's stocks. I just did that option, everybody. I just added 1 share each in her position to Intel at 30.11, Verizon at 42.34, and Citibank at 49.63. The Intel position added 146 of income, Verizon 261 after that, oh so small dividend increase, and then Citibank added $2.04.
Small dividend increase, but consistent.
Yes, consistent is right. So those 3 added $6.11 of forward dividend income. So don't need to talk much about it. We stocked, but just pumped a load of cost.
But you did say you were gonna, well, even if you didn't, move your funds from Delta / the other position of Cardinal Health, you're still buying these 3 stocks, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Yep, great companies. And last but not least, the one non-dividend paying stock that I had, we added to my wife's SoFi position. Their stock price came back down with the potential issues going on with potential recession and rate increases. That said, we just nibbled. We nibbled a little bit when it fell below $6 at $5.98. I added 12 shares of SoFi, 71.76 added to that position.
Hey, they're still below 6, so in case you're interested.
So in summary, everybody, we'll put the chart up here showing them all. I'm not going to read off all the companies. My wife and I invested $1,132.08 of new capital, and we added dividends of $83.43 just because of that move from Delta to LyondellBasell. Overall yield move for the week, Lanny, was 7.37%, but that's a little wonky of a number there because of the move. But you know what? I'm pumped up to add $83 in forward income in 1 week.
Hey, congrats, man. That's huge. In total, with Vanguard's VYM, VOO, Paramount, Intel, National Grid, 3M, and TROW, I invested $1,385.79 and added $41.92. But guys, combined the total diplomats here on this channel, we invested, holy smokes, over $2,500 between the 2 dividend diplomats here, adding over $125 in true forward income, $83 in Bert's family, almost $42 in my family. We were buying stocks, but what stocks were you buying this past week? Bert, what else do you want to know from the community?
Let us know what your thoughts are on the purchases. Tell us how much income you added from your stock purchases this last week. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Give us that thumbs up. So close. 15,000. Let's go. Bust these things open. We want to show you, the community, what we got up our sleeves.
And guys, we'll put out another purchase video next week, because as the stock market is dropping, we have a lot more dividend investing activity. So we have a lot more to show you where we are putting our money currently. So guys, stay tuned next week as well for another stock purchased video.
Lanny, as they always say, send these suckers off.
Guys, that was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.